Today, we are going to talk about these simple, totally unimpressive, yeah, kind of boring, habits that have the power to quietly change absolutely everything in your life.
So what if the life you're living in, say, 2026, has nothing to do with luck or motivation or some big breakthrough moment? You know the feeling, right? You set these huge New Year's goals, you're all fired up, and then a year later, somehow, you're right back where you started. Let's dig into why that happens. You see, this is where most of us get tripped up. We chase the exciting habits, the dramatic diet, the insane workout plan, the complete life overhaul. And yeah, it feels great for about a week. But that stuff always fades. The real lasting change, it comes from the boring habits, the ones that actually stick. And this is the core idea, the whole shebang, right here. The future you want isn't built in some big, heroic moment down the road. Note, it's being built right now, today, by the small, unimpressive things you either choose to do or choose to avoid, day in and day out. Okay, so let's get practical. We're going to walk through 10 of these boring habits that, if you actually commit to them, will completely transform where you are by 2026. First on the list, wake up at the same time, every single day. And listen, this has nothing to do with that 5 a.m. hustle culture nonsense. It's way simpler and, honestly, a lot more powerful than that. Here's why it works. Your brain, your whole body, absolutely loves rhythm. When you wake up at a consistent time, even on the weekends, your body just knows what to expect. Your energy evens out, your focus gets sharper, and you stop having to fight with your alarm clock every morning. Over time, that discipline just becomes automatic. All right, habit number 2 is a big one. Plan your tomorrow tonight. Think about it. So many of us wake up and we're already behind. We grab our phone and bam, notifications, emails, other people's problems. They're already running our day. This simple little habit flips that script entirely. And it is so simple. We're not talking about some massive color-coded to-do list here. Just take 5 minutes before you go to bed. Ask yourself, what are the 3 most important things I need to get done tomorrow? That's it. You wake up with clarity instead of chaos, and your energy goes into doing, not just deciding. And building on that sense of clarity is habit number 3. Take a daily silent walk. And when I say silent, I mean it. No podcasts, no music, no scrolling on your phone. This isn't about getting your steps in. This is a mental reset. We live in a world that is just constantly screaming for our attention. This habit gives your brain a little bit of space, space to think, to process, to just breathe. You'll find that your stress levels start to drop, and problems that seemed like a tangled mess just start to work themselves out. Now, our 4th habit might sound a little weird at first. Eat the same simple meals. Most of us make food way too complicated, right? We jump from one fad diet to the next. But the secret isn't about being perfect, it's about repetition. Just find a few healthy, simple meals you like and eat them most of the time. It gets rid of decision fatigue and keeps your energy way more stable. Okay, let's talk money with habit number 5. This is a tiny financial shift that changes everything. Save before you spend. Now, this isn't exciting. It doesn't give you that instant rush of buying something new. But what it does give you in the long run is freedom. See, most people spend their money first and then hope to save whatever's left over, which is usually nothing. This habit just flips that order. You get paid and you immediately save first, even if it's a tiny amount. And then you figure out how to live on the rest. You're not just moving money around. You're building the all-powerful muscle of delayed gratification. Habit number 6 is a total game changer, especially if you're one of those people who says, I just don't have time to read. The goal is simple. Read 10 pages a day. Not a book a week, not an hour a day, just 10 pages. It's a goal so small that your brain can't even put up a fight. And this is where the magic happens. 10 pages a day feels like nothing, right? But it adds up. Before you know it, you've read 12, maybe 15 books in a year with zero pressure. And you're not just collecting facts. You are quietly and consistently upgrading the way you think, the way you speak, and how you see the world. Now, our 7th habit is an invisible one, but it is one of the most important because it quietly shapes your entire identity. And it is this: keep the promises you make to yourself. Just think about it. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you don't, something small breaks inside of you. You start to lose trust in yourself. But every single time you keep your word, even on the small stuff, you build self-respect. You are literally teaching your brain that you are someone who can be counted on. Which brings us to habit number 8.
And this is the one designed to pull you out of autopilot. Conduct a weekly reflection. Seriously, most of us just stumble from one week into the next, repeating the same patterns, making the same mistakes, and then we wonder why nothing ever really changes. It only takes about 20 minutes. Just sit down and ask yourself 3 honest questions. What worked this week? What didn't work? And what needs to change for next week? This simple little ritual turns your life from something that just happens to you into something that you are intentionally designing.
All right, number 9. This one can be tough, but man, is it powerful. Limit who gets access to you. This is not about being mean or cutting people out of your life. It's about being a fierce protector of your time, your energy, and your attention. It's about choosing your environment instead of letting it choose you.
And finally, we're here, habit number 10. And this might just be the most boring and at the same time, the most life-changing habit on the entire list. It's simple. Do one hard thing every single day. Because this is where real confidence comes from. This is where resilience is built. Not in those big, heroic moments, but in the tiny, daily decision to do something you don't feel like doing. Make the phone call you're avoiding. Start the workout when you're tired. Have the difficult conversation. You are building your inner strength one small, uncomfortable choice at a time. So let's wrap this all up. Your future isn't going to be defined by some exciting viral moments. It's going to be built by boring days done right, over and over again. Nobody is going to give you an award for taking a silent walk or for saving a few bucks. But in a couple years, the results will speak for themselves. So I'll just leave you with this one question. Your 2026 self is watching you right now. They're hoping you get started. Which one of these boring habits will you begin today? Just pick one. The work is quiet, but the change is everything.